Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine. It's course book 7 and this is Miss Noshin Akhtar. Today we will study about unit 1 operations on the sets. It's page number 6 and unit 1 operations on the sets. First of all, we will discuss what is set. In our daily life, set is very common word. Tea set, water set, coffee set, sofa set. When we discuss it in maths, it has vast meanings. Today we will discuss set, representation of set and types of set. Now I will come towards the definition of set. A set is a group or a collection of distinct, well-defined objects. Now what is distinct? Distinct means same things should not repeat more than once. And while well-defined means having proper meaning. Here is example. For example, a set of crayons in a box is a set. Now consider a set of interesting cartoons. Here the term interesting cartoons means different things to different people. This term is not clearly defined. Hence it does not form a set. Here interesting word is not clear. We don't know how much is interesting. So it will not helpful in making the set. Now the objects in a set are written within a pair of curly brackets. As you have already studied in class 6 that set is written in curly brackets. These objects are called members or elements of the set. As you look at here in this example, it's the name of the set and set is written within the curly bracket. And the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These numbers are the elements or members of the set. And these numbers are separated by commas. Got it? It's the name of the set and it's the brackets, curly bracket which represent the set, and these are the members or elements which are separated by commas. Now the symbol E is used to denote belongs to or is an element of or is a member of. For example, F is a set of ice cream flavors available at an ice cream shop. Therefore, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, pineapple, mango. Here, chocolate is the member or element of F, but orange not member or element of F. You can see that here chocolate is mentioned within the set of F, while orange is not mentioned within this set. Now I will come to the next part, how is a set is represented. Set can be represented by three ways: descriptive form, set builder form, tabular form. Descriptive form, a set described in descriptive terms, means it is described in the explained form. For example, first 5 natural numbers, you can say that there are 2 even number, 3 odd numbers. Set builder form, a set written as a rule. For example, A is equal to, now you can see that it is a curly bracket with the help of which we represent the set, then X such that X, it's such that, we call it such that X such that X is a natural number and X is less than 6. We can see that now which numbers are included in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is not included. They said that X is less than 6. Now we will come towards the tabular form, a set with the elements of the set written directly. In tabular form, we directly write the elements of the set. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the elements or members of the set and these are separated by commas. Now I am coming towards the types of set. Here first type mentioned here, empty set. Empty. What's the meaning of empty? Any vacant space we call it empty. A set containing no element. It is denoted by simple curly brackets or phi. For example, integers between 0 and 1. Any number included in it in between the 0 and 1? No. So there is no any number, so we can say that integers between 0 and 1, or B is equal to empty set. Finite set. A set containing only a finite number of elements. Finite mean limited. Such sets which are countable. For example, x such that x is a square number and x is less than 20. Now, which are the square numbers? For example, they said that the numbers which are less than 20 and their square form is written here. For example, 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16. We can't write here 20 because they said that x is less than 20. 20 is not included in it. Now the next is infinite set. A set which is not finite, or in other words we can say that it is unlimited set which is uncountable. For example, d is equal to x such that x is an integer and x is greater than 10. Such integers which are greater than 10 are included in it. For example, they have written here 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and so on. Means it is continuous. Now the next is disjoint sets. Sets which have no common element. For example, in E is equal to 2, 3, 4 and for F is equal to 5, 6, 7. You can see that there is nothing in common here. For 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the separate elements. 2 is not included in the set F, 3 is not in the set F, 4 is not in the set F, while 5 is not in set E, 6 is not in set E, 7 is not in set E. Now I am coming toward the overlapping sets. Set which have at least one common element. Such sets which have at least one common element, more than one are included, but at least one must be there. For example, G is equal to 1, 2, 3 and H is equal to 2, 3, 4. 2 is common here. So this set is called overlapping set because one element is common here. Why is it called disjoint set? Because nothing is common. When nothing is common, such sets are called disjoint. When at least one common element, then such sets are called overlapping sets. Now I am coming toward equivalent set. Sets which have an equal number of elements. Equal number. Equivalent sets need not have exactly the same elements. In equivalent sets, we have to focus on the equal number of elements, not equal element. I am again saying that equal number of elements. For example, J is equal to 1, 4, 6 and K is equal to A, B, C. There are 3 elements and here is also 3 elements. So such sets which have equal number of elements, such sets are called equivalent sets. You can count it 1, 2, 3 and here in set K 1, 2, 3. So their number are same. So it is equivalent set. Now equal sets. Sets which contain the same elements. For example, L is equal to 2, 4, 6 and M is equal to X such that X is a positive multiple of 2 while X is less than 7. Now in equal sets we have to not focus only on the number of elements, but here the elements should be same. For example, in set L 2, 4, 6 when we see in set M, x such that x is a positive multiple of 2 and x is less than 7. Now less than table of 2 less than 7, 2, 4, 6, and here is also 2, 4, 6. So the numbers are same and the sets which have the same elements, so it is called equal sets. Now consider A is equal to even natural numbers and B is equal to multiples of 2. You all of know that all the multiples of 2 are called even numbers, so these are equal sets. Universal set, a set which contains all the sets under consideration. Universal set is the biggest set and in it all sets included. For example, if J is equal to January, July, June and A is equal to April, August are the sets under consideration, then U is equal to months of the year is the universal set. Here U is the universal set, this set is the months of the year, while January, July, June, April, August are included in it. Subset, a set that is fully contained in a bigger set. The bigger set is called the superset. Subset is the smaller set, while bigger set is called the superset. When smaller set is included in the bigger set, then such set is called the subset of that set. For example, A is equal to 2, 4, 6 is a subset of B is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why A is the subset of B? Because all elements of A, 2, 4, 6 are included in the set B, which you can see here 2, 4, 6. And B is the superset of A. Why B is the superset of A? Because B is the bigger set. It is represented as A is the subset of B and B is the superset of A. Example is A is equal to 4, 6. The subsets of A are, we have to write the subsets. First subset is empty set, then 2, then 4, then 6. After that we have to make pair of 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, and after this 4, 6, and after at the last whole set is written here. Now